Hello, today we're going to read chapter 6 of Junie B. Jones' Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, P.S. So Does May. Chapter 6 is called Giving. Elf Wendy clapped her hands together. She has said it is time for us to browse around, except for please do not break the toys, and please do not eat the candy canes, and please do not blow our nose on the handkerchiefs. I skipped the table too, real excited, because I already saw something that I loved. Crayons! They got crayons! I said, very thrilled. I picked them up and looked inside. Look, the red has a sharp head and greenie is not even a stubby. I breathed their brand new smell. I would love to buy these things, I said. Just then, my friend Herbert pulled me over to table 1. Tattoos! Tattoos! They've got tattoos, Junie B, and they look really real, he said. I did a gasp at those things. There were pirate tattoos, and dragon tattoos, and dinosaur tattoos, and kitty cat tattoos, plus also they had a nice variety of swamp animals. Whoa, that is all the tattoos a kid could ever dream of, I said. I would love to buy those things. Then, all of a sudden, my eyes glanced over to table 3, and my whole entire mouth fell open. It was glow-in-the-dark barrettes. I yelled real excited. I've always wanted these things. Cool, said Herb. I know they are cool, Herbert, I said, because if you lose your hair in the dark, you will always be able to find it. Just then, I felt a tap on my shoulder. I spun around. It was May. You shouldn't be wanting to buy gifts for yourself, Junie Jones, she said. We are here to buy gifts for others. I put my hands over here. Whoops, bad news, I can't hear you, I said. May raised her voice. It is nicer to give than to receive, she shouted. Giving is the spirit of the holiday season. I am a giver. I give and I give and I give and I give. Just then, I thought I heard another voice. I turned to look. Mr. Scary was calling out some words to us, I think. Yeah, only I can't actually hear you because I've got my hands over my ears, I called back. He walked over to me and took my hands away. His face did not look happy. You two aren't having another problem, are you? He asked. I shook my head very rapid. Nope, no siree, no problem, I said. I was just being thrilled at all those gifts, that's what I was doing. May stood up real proud, and I was just telling her to be a giver like me. She said, my mother says that some people are born to be givers and others are born to be shellfish. She glanced her eyes at me. I stood there very puzzled. Then I looked up at Mr. Scary. I don't even care for shellfish, I said. He did a little smile. He said May and I could browse some more, but to please keep our voices down. Only what do you know? As soon as he said that, we heard the loudest noise of the day. And it's called, ha! Someone in room 1 did the giantest burp in the world. Our heads spun around to see, and we could not believe our eyeballs. Lucille! It was Lucille! We shouted. Then all of us started laughing at once. Lucille burped! She burped! She burped! We hollered again. I didn't even know rich people burped, I said. Me either, said Sheldon. I am pleasantly surprised. Lucille stamped her expensive foot. But I didn't burp! I didn't! She yelled. She held up a round toy in her hand. It looks like a beanbag, sort of. It was this thing, she said. This thing burped, not me. Lucille gave it a squeeze, and ha! Another giant burp. Room 1 laughed until our sides hurt. Even May was laughing. Plus, Mr. Scary was laughing too. A good burp can bring the whole world together, I tell you. Mr. Scary went to table 5, and he read us some information about the toy. It costs $5, and it's called Squeeze-a-Burp, he said. All of us clapped at that silly name. Squeeze-a-Burp! Squeeze-a-Burp! We hollered, Squeeze-a-Burp! Squeeze-a-Burp! Squeeze it again, Mr. Scary! Mr. Scary smiled, and he shook his head no, and he put it back on the table. I think we've had enough burping for one day, don't you? He said. Room 1 did a groan. How can you have too much burping? Said Jose. Burping is pure entertainment. Sheldon nodded. I agree. My grandma or my grandpa can burp the Star-Spangled Banner, he said. I've been trying to bring him in for show and tell, but he's booked solid. He looks at Sheldon very admiring. He comes from a talented family, I think. After that, all of the children hurried to table 5, and we gathered around the Squeeze-a-Burps. We read the writing on one of the bags. It said, Squeeze-A-Burps, world's biggest belch in a bag. That gift is genius. I said, I would love, love, love to buy that thing. Who wouldn't, said Lenny. See, said Jose, even my grandmother would love a belch in a bag. Shirley slumped her shoulders. I just wish it didn't cost $5 whole, she said. $5 is a lot of money for a burp. Yeah, said Sheldon. Except for my grandpa, everyone in the family still burps for free. After that, all of the children walked away to browse some more. Only not me. I just kept standing there and standing there because the Squeeze-A-Burp was the funniest gift I've ever heard of, and I had to get one of those things, I tell you. I had to. And that's the end of chapter 6.